So first thing first, kung mag-upisa ka pa lang sa bike, pagbabike, kailangan alam mo yung insem mo. Yung measurement ng inside leg mo. So the way this work is, the easiest is you get a leveler. Medyo putol, hindi ko makita kung saan yung ibabaw. So gagamit tayo ng dalawang leveler. And kailangan kung i-measure mo ito, can anyone help me? You? Can you help me? Can you measure the... I'll just find a wall. So the easiest way is find a wall, a leveler, a pencil, and so the way this work is you have to be yung dulo sa dulo ng ano should be your shoulder wide. So pareha sila dun sa shoulder mo. And then you have to really put this all the way to your sit bone and your crouch area. Kasi pagka nakaupo ka naman dun sa saddle, is ganun naman talaga. Talagang, so kailangan mong i-determine yun. Ngayon, kailangan kukunin mo yung ano na naka-level ito. Ngayon, pagka-level na siya, hanap ka ng wall. So, itapat mo ganun. Pagka-level, and then you mark. Ngayon, one thing, pagka inano mo ganyan, mas mataas yung makukuha mo. Mas mataas ang makukuha mo dyan. Kaya lang, ang ano nila dyan, hindi naman ganyan kung pumidal ka. Hindi naman magkadikit yung ano pagkapipidal ka. Pagkapipidal ka, yung shoulder width naman ang ginagamit. So, kailangan nakaganyan ka. So, kaya pagka magkaiba yung makukuha mong measurement niyan. So, nakuha mo na. You got your measurement, and my insem is 750 millimeters. Hello everyone, welcome to another Trunco TV video. Today, we're going to talk about saddle height and position. Road bike, MTB, gravel, or XC. Alin man sa mga ito ang gamit mo. Saddle height is very important to obtain the maximum power transfer to your pedal. And on this video, I will show you 3 easy methods that might work for you. Kaya, kung bago ka pa lang na siklista, panoorin mo ang video na ito. The first method I'm going to show you is the easiest. You're not going to need anything. This is what you call the heel method. It's a little bit inaccurate, pero it will give you a good idea on where your saddle height should be. Ito makakatulong, especially when you're traveling at kailangan mo tanggalin yung saddle mo pagka ilalagay mo siya sa packaging at wala kang dalang tape measure. So, the way this works is you're gonna put it on a 6 o'clock position. You put your heel on top of the saddle. Ipatong mo yung heel mo, on top of the saddle. You have to do this on your cycling shoes, or if you don't have a cycling shoes, you have to do it on your rubber shoes na ginagamit mo pang bike kung hindi ka pa naka-clipless pedals. Ngayon, pagka back pedal mo, kailangan ay hindi aangat yung paa mo sa ibabaw ng pedal. Para pagka-clip mo, it will give you that angle. Kailangan kasi may angle. So that's the easiest way. That's what you call the heel method. At the beginning of the video, I showed you how to measure your insem. Now that you know your insem measurement, I'm going to show you the second method, which is the Greg LeMond method. So this one has a limitations, because back in the days they used toe clips and strap, and also they didn't consider the crank arms, because back then Na pagkabibili ka ng bike noon ay standard na naka 172.5 millimeter ang crank arms. So this just recently, our crank arms become shorter and shorter. I think the shortest I've seen right now is 165. But this one works for me. I use a 170 ang crank arms ko. So my inseam is 750 millimeter. So what you're going to do is you're going to multiply that by 0.883. So 750 times 0.883, I came up with 662. So what you're going to do is you're going to measure at the center of your bottom bracket, right there, to the top of your top of your saddle. So it should give you 662 millimeter. So this one works for me. I use this 170, but works for me. I don't know if it, if you use this a 165, then your saddle height is a little bit low, and if you use this 175, it's a little bit high. So that 10 millimeter, 5 millimeter, I mean, probably gonna give you a big discomfort on the saddle. So third method naman, and this one is very accurate, and it will work on all bikes like MTB, gravel, XC, and road bike. So it will work in all discipline. So this is what you call the 109% method. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna multiply your inseam by 1.09. For me, I have a 750 millimeter inseam. I'm going to multiply that by 1.09, and I came out with 817.5 millimeters. So on this one, the way it works is you're going to measure that 875 to the top of your pedal, on the top of your pedal, all the way to the top of your saddle, center top of your saddle. So the way how you're going to measure this one is you have to position your crank arm or your pedal furthest to the saddle. So on this one because this one has an angle, I think this one is on a 7 o'clock position. This one should be on a 7 o'clock position. You're going to measure it to the top of your pedal, all the way to the top of your saddle, which is 817.5. This is what I got, 817.5. So for now, the two method works for me, except for the hill method. It's a little bit, my saddle is a little bit, if I'm gonna do the hill method, it's a little bit low. My saddle is a little bit low. Ngayon, alam mo na kung ano yung tamang height ng saddle mo, ay kailangan mo naman ngayon i-determine ang fore-aft ng yung saddle. So, importante rin ang positioning ng saddle, the fore and the aft, for your comfort too, because it helps. So on this method, you're gonna need a plumb line. Ngayon, kung wala kang plumb line, is just get a string, put something heavy, maglalagay ka ng something heavy sa dulo, and then let's start measuring the fore-aft of our saddle. So you're gonna put your pedal position on on this side it's 9 o'clock. On the other side, if you're on the other side, it will be on a 3 o'clock position, vertical or 9 o'clock position, and then you're gonna put the string right here at the back of your knee. Ngayon, dapat tatama yung line doon sa center ng pedal. Ngayon, kung hindi tatama, kunwari, naka-ano yung ganyan, hindi siya tatama. Kung medyo naka-abante yung or sobrang layo. So, kailangan ang tamang position yan is, kung tama yan, kailangan yan. So, 9 o'clock, at the back of your knee, yung line dapat tatama dun sa sentro ng pedal. So that's how you determine the position or the fore-aft of your saddle. Before we end this video, one more thing. General rule on saddle height, always remember this, that when you're getting pain at the front of your knee, dito, sa ibabaw, your saddle is too low. Masyadong mababa yung upuan mo. I mean, if you're getting pain at the back, dito sa baba, at the back of your knee, your saddle is too high. Masyadong mataas yung upuan mo. So, ngayon, alam mo na kung ano yung correct height and position ng saddle mo, now you're ready to go. Either of those three methods, you pick which one works for you. For me, the last two, which is the Greg Lemon method and the 109% method, works for me. I get the same measurement on both. Greg Lemon, measuring the center to the top of your saddle, or the 109%, which is the top of your pedal to the top of your saddle. Ngayon, yung heel method naman ay medyo mababa ang sukat niya, kasi may nararamdaman akong sakit dito, so ibig sabihin medyo mababa yung saddle ko sa heel method. Okay, ngayon, since you're ready to go, still, kung mayroon kang oportunidad at kakayahan na makakuha ng professional na bike fit, ito ay aking nire-recommenda na gawin mo ito. Yun lang. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you on the next